Hi everyone, Marlene here with Buffalo Check Chicks. So today I'm going to be making a summer wreath out of flip-flops. And I have made one before and they come out adorable. So I went to the Dollar Tree to gather my supplies. I ended up getting 6 pairs of flip-flops. And it will depend on the size of the wreath that you are making. And those 2 little pinwheels I also bought. You only need 1 pinwheel, but I didn't know what color I wanted. And they just have the best variety of colors and patterns of the flip-flops. Now these flowers here, you only need 1 bunch, but I ended up using a different bunch of flowers I had in my stash anyways. And you can buy ribbon also at the Dollar Tree. I've had this on hand. And I think I found a blue ribbon too that I'll probably use as well. And so I've got all my flip-flops laid out. And this is a wagon wheel. Well, I think they used to call it a wagon wheel. Now it's a bicycle wheel wreath form. And I really like this. I was just going in looking for a regular wreath form. Saw this, thought it would be perfect because it will offer much more stability to the flip-flops. You'll need a glue gun. I actually went through about 6 glue sticks on this project. So I've got everything laid out. This project ended up costing a little under $10, I think. So this is the pinwheel I chose to use. And I cut the stem off. I used a little hacksaw. It's just plastic. It broke off pretty easily. And that's going to go right there in the center. And I actually cut it a little long, thinking I'll be able to put it right down in that hole. But no, that was a no-go. I came up with a different approach. And I'll show you that too. But aren't these the cutest flip-flops? I just love the bright summer colors. So I laid the flip-flops out just to get an idea of what it's going to look like and how many I need and how far to space it. And, depending on the size of your wreath form, you might only need 4 pair, you might need 6 or 7 pair. I used 6 pair. There's only 5 shown here, but I did use 6. So as you can see, I went under, over, under, over, under, over, all the way around the wreath form. And I did put my left shoe with my right shoe, just like you'd have them on your feet. You can do it any way you want. I just like the looks of that better. And you don't have to use prints. You can use solids. You can match your front door, whatever you want to do. So this is a little styrofoam round I had. As you can see, it's been well used. And I decided that I think I'm going to glue it down on this bicycle wheel because it will give me something to adhere the flip-flops to. So I went ahead and I glued that down, and then I got a little piece of felt, cut it out, and put it right on the back side. That also will help protect your door or wall or whatever. And I put one on the front side as well because I didn't want to see the foam peeking through my flip-flops. So I'm going to start with the bottom layer. So I've got, on this one I have all left feet going around. And I've got them as evenly spaced as I can get them. Now remember, I'm only using 5 here, but I ended up using 6. So I'm going to use my floral wire. And what I'm going to do is I glued the flip-flops to the styrofoam first. And then I'm taking my floral wire, I'm going down through the hole in the flip-flop, pushing it all the way through. You know where the thong part comes up? Yeah, right there. So I pushed it through. And then I flipped it over and I just did a little twisty tie on it, just twist it up. And that really offered more stability. Now I glued this down really well to that styrofoam piece in the center. And as you can see, it's pretty solid. So if you lay your flip-flops out first, you don't want to end up with two the same. If you do alternating colors, you don't want to end up with two the same at the end. So lay it out. Okay, so now I'm doing the top layer. And the top layer are all right feet. And this is where I added the second pair of flip-flops because I just needed an extra pair. I had a little bit larger space than what I wanted. Now I glued it down to that styrofoam form that was in the center, and I glued it really well. I lifted the thong up and glued under that and pushed it down, and then now I'm just going around all the edges and shooting hot glue in between the flip-flops as well, just to get a nice solid hold. This is really simple to do. It was a little time consuming putting the wire in, but not too bad, and it really did make a difference in the stability of it, so really do that. So there I've got everything glued together. So you can see I have the bottom layer, they're all down, and then it's up, down, up, down, up, down. Does that make sense? See how stable it is? And it's pretty heavy too. It really, I was surprised for flip-flops. It came out pretty darn heavy. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this right down in the middle. And I just tacked it to my flip-flops, in about, 3 different places. Just a little hot glue and just tacked it onto a flip-flop. And I put these flowers on instead. They're like orange daisies, and I really like those better than what I had. So, and you can see that I did every other one. Now right here where I'm pointing, that's where my bow is going to go. And that's what I'm going to do next. So I actually decided not to put a bow on it. I think it's pretty busy. I think if they were all solid, you could add a bow and it would look okay. But I thought it was a little too busy and I already have the flowers on it. So I just went ahead and put the other flower on it. And that's it. And I think it came out so cute. I love it. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying Beach Week. Please subscribe if you haven't. Like, share, leave a comment. And I'll see you soon. Love you guys. Bye for now.